Welcome back to Footspot Files, where we dive deep into all things football with passion and purpose. Broncos Country, the season didn't end the way we hoped. A devastating 31-7 playoff loss to the Buffalo Bills has left us heartbroken. But it's also a moment to reflect and look ahead. Today, we're breaking down what went wrong, what this season taught us, and what's next for the Denver Broncos. If you're still proud of this team's fight, smash that like button and drop a comment. The Denver Broncos are in my heart. Let's dive in. The Broncos entered the playoff game with high hopes. Quarterback BNix led a brilliant opening drive, capped off by a stunning touchdown pass to Troy Franklin. For a fleeting moment, optimism soared as Denver took an early 7-0 lead. But the Buffalo Bills quickly turned the tide, dominating possession and exposing the cracks in Denver's game plan. Buffalo controlled the clock with over 41 minutes of possession, leaving Denver with just 18. This overwhelming disparity drained any chance of a comeback. The Broncos' once formidable defense, a unit that had led the league in sacks earlier in the season, faltered under pressure. Missed tackles, poor gap assignments, and blown coverage allowed Buffalo to rack up 471 yards, including over 200 on the ground. James Cook, Ty Johnson, and even quarterback Josh Allen exploited these weaknesses with ease. These defensive struggles weren't new. Similar collapses against teams like the Baltimore Ravens and Cleveland Browns had already raised red flags. Defensive coordinator Vance Joseph's once strong unit seemed to crumble in critical moments, raising questions about his future. On the offensive side, the issues were equally glaring. BNix shouldered nearly all the offensive workload, accounting for most of Denver's 224 yards. The Broncos' run game was virtually non-existent, leaving Nix exposed. Drops by key receivers, including a crucial one by rookie Devin V, stalled momentum, while even veteran Courtland Sutton had an uncharacteristic misstep in a pivotal moment. Special teams didn't help either. Kicker Will Lutz missed a field goal that could have shifted momentum before halftime. For a young quarterback like Nix, these missed opportunities add up, yet he continued to showcase resilience and flashes of brilliance. What's next for Denver? Despite the heartbreak, there's hope. This season was never about winning it all. It was about laying the foundation for the future. And in BNix, the Broncos have found their cornerstone quarterback. His poise, adaptability, and ability to deliver in high-pressure moments proved he's the man to lead this team forward. But for Nix to reach his full potential, Denver must surround him with better support. The offensive line struggled to protect him and failed to create lanes for the run game. Upgrading the line must be a top priority this offseason. Additionally, the Broncos need a more dynamic rushing attack to take pressure off Nix and open up the playbook. The wide receiver room also needs attention. While Courtland Sutton remains reliable, the lack of consistent playmakers was evident. Troy Franklin showed promise, and rookies like Marvin Mims and Devin V had moments of brilliance. However, inconsistency plagued the group, and the Broncos must add a proven, game-changing receiver through the draft or free agency. Tight end is another area ripe for improvement. Denver hasn't had an impactful player at the position since Julius Thomas. A versatile tight end who can block and serve as a safety valve for Nix would add a critical dimension to the offense. On defense, Vance Joseph's future remains uncertain. While the unit showed flashes of dominance early in the season, its late-season collapse cannot be ignored. With stars like Patrick Surtain II and Nick Bonitto, there's no shortage of talent. The question is whether Joseph can maximize this group's potential or if a fresh defensive mind is needed. The offseason outlook. The Broncos are well positioned to make significant strides this offseason. With ample salary cap space and a cash-rich ownership group, Denver can target key free agents to bolster its roster. Smart spending, coupled with strategic draft picks, could transform the Broncos from playoff hopefuls to legitimate contenders. Player development will also be crucial. Young players like Marvin Mims, Devin V, and Riley Moss showed potential but need time and support to grow. Patience will be key as the Broncos build a sustainable contender. Coach Sean Payton has emphasized the importance of hosting playoff games at home, a clear sign that the Broncos are setting their sights on a division title. To compete with the Kansas City Chiefs, Denver must address its weaknesses and elevate its game. The foundation is there. Now it's about execution. Broncos Country, the 2024 season ended with heartbreak, but it also left us with hope. This team has the tools and talent to rise, and with your support, they'll be back stronger than ever. What do you think about the direction of the team? Should Vance Joseph stay as defensive coordinator? Which positions should the Broncos prioritize in free agency or the draft? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in to Footspot Files. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth football breakdowns. Together, we'll follow this journey as the Broncos build for the future. The offseason is where champions are made, and the road to greatness starts now. Stay tuned, Broncos Country. We're just getting started.